All right, right now we're going to talk about press bail. Well, this is a good way to trick the quarterback into throwing a fade right to you. I mean, it's very effective in high school, I would say. JV, high school, quarterbacks fall for this every time. You line up like you're in press, and typically you line up inside. Your back's probably going to be turned on the outside release. Well, now you're going to press bail. So once you get the cadence down from the quarterback, you get an idea of when to take off. So down, say hut. Now I know to anticipate the quarterback. Well, I'm looking at the quarterback and I'm looking at my man. But the idea is to play on top with a good leverage so I could break on any route. But 9 times out of 10, when quarterbacks see you in bump and run in high school, they want to throw the fade. So that's probably what you're going to get. You'll have a chance to pick the ball off more or less when you see it. If you can see the ball, you can pick it. So that's good when you do a press bail, especially in high school. Now we're going to talk about what phase you want to be in down the field. So let's just pretend we're 20 yards down the field. I've already went through my bump and run phase. I've cleared 15. Now we're at 20 yards. Now at this point, the ball's inside here. I'm still inside leverage. He gave me an outside release. I've already did my jamming. I'm not touching him anymore with my hands. That's illegal contact. So as he get up the field, I always want to keep this position right here. So stop and come back. Now I'm breaking down just like this to try to break up the pass. But come here. Now if he wants to go deep and that ball's coming, now I'm coming into him and touching. But what gives me the right to touch him there, and I get away with it, is because I'm looking back for the ball. That's what gives me the right to have a path to the ball and much right to the ball as a receiver. You have to turn and look. If you don't look back, they're going to call PI anytime you touch this guy. So that's the key. Stay on top, give yourself about a yard on top, and then play into the receiver, looking back for the ball on the fade, and any route going inside, go inside. I'm breaking down just like that. So with your leverage, you're able to stop and cross, or you can speed turn, depending on what feels good at the top of the route for you. Okay, now I want to talk about your receiver, whether he's a slot receiver or he has a real nasty split. He's closer to the tackle or close to the tight end or something. Sometimes it forces you to play off, right? Now, one thing about this guy right here, he's a threat to go deep. He's a threat to go sideways. But he has so many different options. What you don't want to do is overreact. So obviously you get enough depth so you can handle the deep ball. But if this guy was to go either way, if he shows me any indication he's going one way or the other, all right, go. This should be your first 2 steps. Why? Why do you think that should be your first 2 steps? Because of this route right here. Guys get in the slot like this, and they do this, and then they set you up, and then they come back out. There's nobody out there. So you want to be patient about chasing a guy on a 2-yard route across the field. Stay square as long as you can, and once he commits, then you burst. Thanks for switching spots. That's how you do it. If he goes this way, same thing. Square, slide, and wait for him to zig right back in. If he doesn't, then you take off after. If he goes deep, just back up and play your position. Outside leverage, probably. More than likely. All right. All right. Now we're going to talk about taking on a block, cover 2, when the run's coming at you. Okay. So the run is coming at me. Ball's inside. Receivers got to block me. I'm playing cover 2. Okay. A lot of times when the ball's coming at you, man, some guys just get caught up inside and they get pinned. That easily happens a lot. Well, let me show you how to reduce that space. And you just come at me and block me and try to cut me off from going inside. All right. All right. Down. Say hut, ball toss. This is how you reduce the space, but keep your outside leverage. As a cover 2 corner, you have flat responsibility. So you have to stay outside, force the ball back inside. But if you can restrict that space as much as possible, it makes it harder for that running back to figure out where to go, and it makes it easy in a tight alley for your safety or whoever's filling. All right.